got rid on you. Well, yes. You've 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 got red on you. Well, yes. You've got red on you. Well, yes.
Hello! Where are my closed captions? It's like everything wanted to break all at once. Boy. Give me just a second. Hello, still an ad break, 1 minute. That's okay. Not to worry. I'm just gonna quickly find where my closed caption is. Hi, YouTube! Give me just a second. Soka. Okay. We're gonna borrow these, right? Borrow these, and we're just gonna slide these in here. There we go. And now we're gonna transition over. Hello, still Maverick. You got 18 seconds. Get to my office. 18 seconds. Oh boy. Hello and welcome to my stream today. Today we are going to be playing Yay, Joyriders! Today we are going to be playing Don't Eat the Cashier. It is a visual novel. I said I was going to do visual novels. I said so. So, yeah. Welcome in. In case this is your first time joining me, my name is Grimoire Index. I am a spooky and very saucy vampire librarian VTuber. I hate that I said the word saucy. I honestly want to die again. Sticker for me. Oh, thank you for getting yourself a sticker. Oh, that's right. We have a sticker promotion going on. If you are on Twitch, I will go ahead and post it in the YouTube chat as well. There is a sticker that you can purchase if you so choose. There is some kind of competition. I don't care about competition. I honestly didn't think anyone would buy a sticker. So if you like the sticker, purchase it. Again, it is linked above. Besides, I don't believe in competition like that. Compete for love, compete for, the will, you know, the will to do things. Compete for the love of the game, but like don't compete with your artwork. I think that's crazy. But that is besides the point. I might have understated my adoration for Sticker when you were making the design. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I worked hard on it. Even though I was going through a lot, I'm still really happy that I was able to get it done. Do you like our new game setup? This was suggested to me, this was suggested to me by Dewey, and I wanted to, you know, make it a thing. Obviously you can see my reflection. Hi! Telly! Yes, we're on the telly. Let me pull up the game and let's get, I almost said crack-a-lackin', so I'm glad my mind stopped me there. Mwah. Let me pause the Zerofuturism. Can y'all hear the swarthy beats? Okay, it's kind of funky. It's giving it. We also have another visual novel that is more cute, and I was gonna honestly save it for myself because I'm selfish. So, we will instead play that one next whatever Wednesday. And one of my friends voices one of the characters in it, and I was so excited, but I figured this one was a little bit more on brand, so we're gonna do this one first. What are your pronouns? My pronouns are mistress and ma'am. She, her. Oh no. You know what time it is. No, already? Already? I'm gonna get clipped out of context again. No, not the clip. Choose your body type. Okay, I guess I look like type 2, right? So, you have body type 2. What's your name? My name is Grim. Your name is Grim. I think clipping is broken. Oh. Give me a second. I may have forgotten to open up Mix It Up. Forgive me. I don't understand why it's not... What? Okay, we're just gonna turn that off for now. Okay, so clipping should work now, by the way. I will also go ahead and fade my reflection a little more. So this way it's not as bright. There you go. So it's still there, it's just really, really light. I'll bring it back later if that's what you guys want. Sometimes I really wonder, how did I end up here? Not that I dreamed of a cashier, a career as a neurosurgeon, or an astronaut, but for crying out loud, working at a gas station? On the other hand, money is money. I sent out resumes to every conceivable and inconceivable place, applying for every position I could, where I could somehow use my degree in art. 0 responses. Same, sis. I had to swallow my pride and find at least something. I found this note stuck to the glass of the bus stop. Human organism wanted for work at the gas station. Organism's duties include selling food for mouth, silence and obedience, household tasks, obeying those who are more ancient. Friendly team offers old and new faces of friends, long and different life, consumptions of nourishment, juicy juices, and trips to human places. Oh. Yeah, I'm not human anymore. I don't think my boss would like this. Oh, Prime Sub! Thank you! Thank you very much. Wait, did you all hear the noise? By the way, was there a noise for you? Yeah, okay. Food for mouth? Seriously, this guy's got a style of his own. Apparently the manager is just an eccentric dude, or is this their new marketing tactic to grab attention? Whatever. People often told me that I have my quirks too, and that's even if they haven't seen my fursuit. We're a furry? Well, whatever. As long as he's not a complete jerk who will hit on me or make me scrub floors with a toothbrush. Hi. I didn't scream. I couldn't move. My brain feverishly tried to find any category for this in its database. Hallucination, psychosis, too many energy drinks. A typical middle manager? The monster from my nightmare stirred, its tentacles crept closer to the counter. My God. The creature made a sound, not from a mouth it had none. The sound emanated deep from deep within its bulk, hollow, profound, bone-shaking. Greetings, organism. I am Bob, the indescribable and terrifying consumer of worlds, but you, grain of sand, may call me Manager Bob. No. This isn't real. I'm dreaming, and I need to wake up. You will sell food for mouths and obey me, for I am ancient. Memorize these rules for this establishment, for my patience is as limited as the salary I offer you. Number 1, you sell, no matter what. Chicken food is for the mouth, gremlin fuel, noodle made from cursed souls, lottery tickets for extra limb raffles, discount rot, ritual foil, everything must be sold. He points directly at me with that creepy, slimy tentacle. Every miserable unit of currency brings me closer to my triumphant exit from this pitiful hole. I pinched myself, but I didn't wake up. Number 2, be polite to customers. Ignore bald spots in werewolf's fur. Watch out for drafts when ectoplasmic energy entities are in the store. What? But do not let them get too bold. Customers are just walking containers for currency. They should only pay in monetary units. Payment in existential dread or the hair of the dead is not accepted. Many of them come here just to chat because they are idle and purposeless organisms. Your task is to make them part with their currency anyway. It is also your duty to heal the organisms if they are injured using special kits. If they die, they cannot give away currency. Excuse me, sir. Dear sir, you seem to have mentioned werewolves and ectoplasm? My voice as polite as possible. I managed to compress my primal screaming and panic into a tight ball and shove it deep down. Werewolves? That's not to mention yourself, or a giant meatball with tentacles. Damn you. I shall answer your question, curious polite organism. Werewolves and ectoplasmic entities are just a few examples of the many insignificant life forms that frequent this establishment. What unifies them is that they are all slaves to consumption, just like your kind. We are a few moments in, but the gnome is clearly best girl. It's true. As for my nature, I am your immediate superior and the guarantor of your future financial prosperity. I'm at a gas station for monsters. I got a job with Cthulhu for minimum wage. Hey, you know what, girl? I get it. Excuse me. That's all you need to know. That is really all I need to know. I fear any more knowledge will surely drive me insane. For the first time, something resembling approval flickered across Bob's many-eyed face. A rare and unexpected display of the grain's wisdom that has not yet left the human species. Embrace your ignorance. Let it become your shield and a direct path to the status of Human Employee of the Month. And what does the Human Employee of the Month get? A cash bonus of 25 cents. Oh. You're just gonna give me a quarter? I mean, to be fair, I've definitely worked in worse. Oh God, I've definitely worked in worse. Imagine you work at a call center and every time you get a sale, you only get 20 cents added to your paycheck. I have so many stories. I understand that you, human, are already extremely excited about this, but that's not all. You will also have access to the elite manager's restroom for one full work cycle. During its use, there's only a 7% chance that you will be transported to a dimension of endless pain and suffering and unimaginable torment. Truly generous. He suddenly places a jar in front of me on the counter. The last rule! Remember, organism. This tip cycle must be filled with money by the end of your week cycle. If the bottom of the jar is visible, you will clean the sanitary restrooms with this object in the dimension of absolute horror and suffering for 2,510 years. I couldn't take my eyes off the fork, the potential tools of my eternal servitude. At this moment, my mind fully capitulated. Yes, I was hired by a multi-eyed cosmic architect squid. Yes, my clients will be non-human. Yes, I'm being threatened with a fork and eternal toilet cleaning. How could anyone clean anything with a fork? The same will happen if you even think of escaping before the end of your work contract. My ocular sensatorium perceives the subtlest of matters. It will detect you in any corner of this pitiful planet sphere. Crap. I'm stuck here. I'm in a trap. Do you understand, organism? Yes, sir. Acceptable. Goodbye, organism. Good luck in your currency acquisition and button pressing. Could you show me exactly how I press the buttons? Points of the buttons to the vending machine. I point at the sticky buttons on the vending machine. Bob's central eye looks at my finger, then the machine, and then back at my face. The creature sighs. A tentacle extends from his body with torturous slowness. With the drama of pianists playing the last tragic note, the tip of a tentacle presses down. Click. Bob waits expectantly. Got it. Your capacity for learning is phenomenal. This concludes the briefing. Remain as polite an organism as you are. He didn't turn around as a human would. His tentacles simply shifted his entire mask into another direction with a soft gurgling sound, and he waddled across the linoleum. Finally, he left me alone. The silence at the gas station was broken by the hum of the refrigerators containing juicy juices and the buzzing of the neon lamp above my head. I stood in the same spot, as if rooted to the ground. My breath returned to me in sharp, uneven gasps. My hands were shaking. The tip jar, which I still needed to fill to avoid end up in a dimension of ancient horrors, still stood proudly on the counter. Is it too loud for you guys, or is it okay? I'm gonna turn it down just a touch. So this way it's not like booming. Oh, there's voice volume. Okay. Alright. Okay. So what just happened? Option 1. I've gone insane. That's the most logical conclusion. Prolonged stress from job hunting, malnutrition, nerves, anxiety, a disrupted sleep schedule. A disrupted sleep schedule. My brain just malfunctioned. Yes, that's it. I'm gonna wake up on my couch in my dingy rented apartment. I pinched myself, and nothing. I scanned the room once more. It smelled of gasoline and old coffee. It was still absurdly real. And that meant everything he said was true. Werewolves, vampires, tips, the fork. A hysterical mix of laughter and a scream of terror welled up in my throat, but I held it back. I needed to get through this. I needed to... Oh no, don't tell me that's the first customer. Bells? What the hell? Hey! Shit! Where the hell did this clown come from? It took great effort not to look away from those red eyes burning in the pitch black darkness. Is he amused? Is he wondering if I'm tasty? Bob didn't exactly give any guarantees that I wouldn't get devoured at work. My brain, still recovering from the encounter with Bob, was frantically trying to figure out how to break this ringing silence. Good evening, sir. What would you like to purchase? Purchase? I would like to purchase your attention. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Let me get a look from behind, you know. Well, you're lucky, esteemed sir. My attention is on sale today. Ah, a bargain. Yeah, I would have folded immediately. It's a clown. Yeah, I folded immediately. Do you see him? He's so cute. He would go perfect. He would go perfect next to my statue collection. Come on. He would... Look at him. A bargain. But is it wise to put your best merchandise on discount? Anyway, I adore good bargains, especially when they're absolutely unfair. In a truly fair world, my dear soul, you'll be worth more than $6 an hour. Can a mere piece of paper reflect your uniqueness? Can even 6 of them? Not even 20 could. Oh my god, okay. Already chatting me up. We just got here. And I wouldn't mind 20 extra pieces. And I honestly wouldn't mind 20 pieces of measly paper. Sigh. Oh my god, another crazy person with a strange way of speaking. And it seems he's in the mood for a chat. So, what is a beautiful, charming lady like you doing in such a dreary, dreadful, dirty island of misfortune? Or rather, what is a place like this doing with such a charming lady as you? Ooh, already? Trying to get to know me? You want to eat me or something? That's kind of weird, buddy. Why are you so friendly? You just want to take a little nibble? Oh, wait. Where are my manners? I suppose I must introduce myself. I have many names, most of which are not fit to be spoken in the company of a lovely lady. The nicest I've heard is the Mad King. A title I plan to pass from me to myself for the coming centuries. However, my mortal mother named me Darian. Oh, the D name? I don't know. Now, may I have your hand? Okay, do we give him our hand? Do we do it? Moderators, I want a poll. I want a poll right now. Do we give him our hand? Are there even enough people in the chat to do that? I mean, I want to give him my hand. I'm already set. Let's go. I insta-vote. Look, he's a charming clown. I love those. God, I love a good jester. We love a good jester in this house. It seems like a bad idea. Well, I'm full of bad ideas. I love them. And we have 9, here, we'll do a save, too. We'll do a save, too. I'm not gonna vote, because I don't want you guys to, Hello? Oh. Alright, it looks like it's no! We are not going to give him our hand. Sorry, my mother told me not to offer my hand to strangers or any other parts of me, sir, or your highness. He burst into genuine, booming laughter. Your mother was truly a wise woman. A masterful stroke of self-preservation. I haven't been rebuffed so delightfully in, well, a century. Others prefer to use enchanted swords or pitchforks. They often forget that words can wound too. Perhaps I can still melt your heart. I have an attorney for that. Literally. May I know your name? Oh, I don't know. He's a demon, right? I don't think we should be giving our true name to demons. Also, ads are getting ready to start in 4 minutes time, so keep that in mind. I don't think we should be giving our true name to demons, even if they're hot, like jester types. Okay, I'm weighing my options. There's 3 options. I refuse to reveal my true name. Demons always do terrible things with that. Let's not reveal our name yet. A refusal? A rebellion against age-old traditions? My lady, your rebellious spirit certainly commands respect. What a pity that the plastic badge on your chest holds a different opinion. Lady Grimm. Oh my god! What? Oh, I forgot. I work at a gas station. I'm even wearing a plastic badge. I'm wearing one right now. Oh, man. They were like, yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Just don't look at it. Hold on. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Stop looking at it. Don't look at it. It's not there. It's not there. I'm gonna put my hair in front of it. Lady Grimm. Goddamn badges. Well, whatever. I didn't really want it anyway. What stoicism in the face of a blatant theft. But what if someone steals your identity? You don't even have a spare one. It's good to always have at least 10 just in case. There are only benefits. Plus, you'd always have someone to talk to. Think about it. I wonder if our gas station sells straitjackets. I might need one for myself soon. And another for my second person. Okay, stop it. I feel like my brain is going to turn into jelly. Actually, it's not all that bad. Maybe I've just been spoiled by all those mangas about sinister and tragic monsters. Though the only tragic thing about this client so far is his tragic unwillingness to buy my discount rod. So, finally, let's get to the purpose of my visit. Finally. It's completely unknown to me. Oh, for crying out loud. There's nothing interesting in the assortment of this pathetic shack, except for you, so I'm buying your time. Let's have dinner. I'm sure you must be hungry. Whoop. Already taking me out on a date? We just met, buddy. We just met. We just met, handsome. What's going on? He's really trying. Yeah, he's really trying hard. I don't know. I appreciate the effort. I like it. I like it, Picasso. Grimm, the fate of the universe. Please. He is trying way too hard. No. Oh no. Allow me to create more pleasant atmosphere for us. I'm shivering from a gust of wind. He just teleported half of my gas station to a radioactive dump, or a radioactive dump to my gas station. Baby girl. Baby girl. Honey, this is not romantic. Where's my candlelight dinner? You're supposed to dine and wine me. What is this? Like, why is it radioactive? What? How did we get here? Hold on, where is my boss? Who allowed this man? Ad time. Alright, you guys, enjoy the ads. We're gonna hit a save here. Oh, are you guys having fun? This game is hilarious. Also, I can't find it in the categories. Notice how Gnome is still there for you. Notice how Gnome hasn't pressured you. Gnome best girl. Look, I don't want to fuck the gnome. Despite how good they are to me. Excuse my language. Still best girl. It's true. I mean, I feel like they're more of like a wingman for me. Do I want to, this guy? Excuse me, this way. This guy? Maybe. Maybe. Like, language? Aren't we 18 plus, aren't we? Yeah, but we're still streaming to YouTube. Hi, YouTube, by the way. The reason why we've stopped for a little bit, guys, is because there's an ad playing on Twitch, so I'm just kind of trying to fill time for the time being. Oh my goodness. But look at this design! He looks like I don't know, like, I feel like with a little bit of work and a little bit of scrubbing, I feel like it could work, I feel like he wouldn't smell like the worst garbage dump ever. I also feel like it wouldn't, I don't know, judging by his, like, size, I don't know if it would be. Listen, your Grim has lived for a very, very, very long time. Trust me, the bar is in hell. The bar is in hell. Back in the days when the rose garden was more popular than it is, I guess it was, welcome back from the ads, everyone. Back in the day when the library's garden was more popular and the pool was even more popular than it is now, let's just say that your Grim has met a variety of characters. And, despite there being a clear water source and bats and, fountains and stuff, they did not take the chance to even, let the waters even touch them. They preferred the unsullied rank of just being in their natural musk and grime and pitch, and it was just disgusting. It was vile. But it was fun. It was very fun. Do I recommend it? No. let's continue. And my jar is gone. My freaking jar! What? Let's go with this one. What a wonderful place for dinner. Radioactive cockroaches on the menu? Of course! A local delicacy, pan-fried in their own radioactive juices to preserve the flavor. Crispy on the outside, still alive on the inside. They grant you the most thrilling superpowers. However, I can't go on without familiar landscapes. Already ruined lands make me melancholic because of all the fun has happened without me. Disgusting. Allow me. This is something seemingly less radioactive. My dude took me to a candlelight dinner? He took me to it already? He said, he came up to me. He said, "Hey, I like you. Let me take you out." Honestly, we need more of this energy. Just kidnap her. It's fine. She won't say no. She won't scream hysterically. This is something seemingly less radioactive. Amazingly, I haven't thrown up yet. It feels like I've been flushed twice through an interdimensional toilet. I clear my throat. It seems like I'm sitting at a table. Hello? I mean, the hat is really cute. I'm not gonna lie. Much better, wouldn't you agree? Couldn't be better. It's beautiful here and strange. Is this your home? Why does the frog look like that? Why does the frog? Do you all see the frog? Do you? I'm sorry. Editor me. Can we please zoom in on the frog? Please. Thank you. It's beautiful here and strange. Is this your home? Words of a true poet to Grimm. My two favorite categories, strange and beautiful. This place is much more than a home. It's my cage and my greatest campus for creativity. Every ugly tree, every mad toad, every eye-bearing mushroom, it's all a piece for me. A marvelous place, except when the rocks grow legs and start running. Including those people that make their homes out of it. And now you're part of this place too. Isn't it wonderful? I'm slowly getting used to the landscape. The fireflies here are charming. Charming. It'd be better without that frog with a human face. The frog notices me too. It lets out a sad croak, and then it looks at me with an expression of deep, existential despair. Do I address the frog? I think I'm not gonna address the frog. I'm just gonna not. You know what? Let's address the frog. Who is that? Oh, that's Lorelei, one of the brave souls who dare to challenge my authority, my dear friend who once walked the path of adventure. However, he didn't foresee the possibility of being turned into a frog on a whim. He even tried to wield the sword with his tiny frog legs, fought to the end, a true warrior. However, his foes are mosquitoes and bigger frogs. Tell me, dear, does he bother you? His little existential froggy crisis, I mean. Is it ruining the ambiance? He looks at me with an interested expression. Oh! I know the one I'm going to pick, but I want to know which one you're going to pick. You already know which one I'm going to pick. But, yeah, I want to know which one you'd pick. I feel bad for the frog guy, though. Genuinely. The frog is... Oh, no, the frog is getting zapped, isn't he? No. Oh. Well, that's funny, because that's the one I picked. No, I want him to watch. Watch Life Pass in Bay. Watch us see us enjoy a dinner of more than just mosquitoes and swamp water. My dear, you are a treasure trove of delightfully dark little surprises. I don't know. You all have known me long enough that I will absolutely pick the worst. I will absolutely pick the most, I guess, horniest option possible. We're gonna pick a check mark. So, dinner. I'm sure you must be starving. Traveling between realities must be exhausting. This looks strange, but it smells delicious. Meat with honey. And next to the meat, there is a purple soup. Possibly made from a less fortunate cashier. Whether the food is poisoned or not, if I refuse, His Highness might turn me into a frog too. So I pick up a fork on the table, and this is the most delicious thing that I have ever tasted. It's 100 times better than the cheap instant noodles I usually buy in supermarkets. The fact that I'm currently in some other universe surprisingly doesn't seem to harm my appetite. It seems you enjoy our cuisine. My chefs have always managed to cook it well, on the occasions when I notice it. I assure you, you won't regret this dinner. At least not after the first half hour after the meal. Be polite. Yes, thank you. You are very kind. I'm merely hospitable. I'm delighted to share a meal with a dear guest who clearly appreciates good food. I suppose cheap Chinese noodles would make you appreciate anything. Please eat your fill. How do you know that, Darian? And don't hesitate to stash what you don't eat in your pockets. It'll give you an exquisite aroma and provide a few interesting, mysterious stains. I poke at the food with my fork and watch the peculiar scenery from the corner of my eye. A silence hangs between us that may even be called cozy if I were under heavy narcotics. What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite animal? Yes, Brim is actually playing a video game. I bet it's frogs. Do you like frogs? Are you a little are you a little freaky frog over there? What is it? Hold on.
What's your favorite animal? A bear?
That was a League of Legends reference, by the way. Sorry. What's your favorite animal? I'm glad you asked. It's right here on our plate. Just kidding. But I do need some time to think. Let's see. The riding flea has its own charms. Very disgusting ones. Carnivorous butterflies are beautiful, but they're dumb and noisy. And, as we all know, what's empty inside makes a noise. Or what's in my head, it's always ringing. I think it's a dog. Oh, he likes dogs! Oh, that's cute. It loves its owner with all its heart, whether they're a saint or a serial killer, and doesn't notice the difference. Lives in a constant joyful state of blissful ignorance and misplaced enthusiasm. A creature that finds endless joy in the utter meaningless. It is truly inspiring. Dogs, the jesters of the animal world, and I adore them for it. Especially the small, wrinkly ones. What about you? Cats. A familiar voice from a distant land. Damn right, man doodles. And damn, that person is so pretty. Oh, I'm sure she would love to hear you all say that. I like cats, personally. Cats, to them, were probably the jesters. Oh, indeed. They are the true rulers of this reality. Tiny, furry gods of apathy and disdain. We are their obedient, foolish caretakers. But I've been lucky enough to escape their tyranny and instead enjoy my own and feed those around me. I return to my meal. And just as I chew another bite, I hear His Highness's voice. By the way, how does the meat taste? Is the human flesh tender enough? My fork freezes halfway. Oh. I know the choice I'm going to pick. But what would you like to pick? Oh, human flesh? Girl, that's tartar. Oh no, I'm going to pick for myself. You all can debate amongst yourselves. Exactly. Not as tasty as the one I had the other day. Chew while looking him in the eye. You're the law here. Oh, wait. No. That's a challenge. That's a challenge, isn't it? Wait, because I don't know if he likes challenge. Fuck it, we roll. It's like, what? Same girl. I meet his gaze slowly. With all authority, I take a piece of meat in my mouth and begin to chew without breaking eye contact. I can't remember seeing everyone look so shocked in my life. His mad grin vanishes. His mad grin vanishes. His eyes widen. His own fork freezes halfway to his mouth. For one precious, glorious, sweet moment, the Lord of Chaos is completely and utterly baffled. My dear, you are a true treasure. You didn't just call my bluff. You raised the stakes to the sky. No, it's certainly not human. It's just venison, as far as I can tell by taste. Not very intelligent. Plot twist, we're eating the last cashier. Oh, snap. Oh no, she's actually crazy. I love this person. Yeah, me too. You know, I'm kind of liking it. You know, I like it. You know, I like it. Teleport me to a different place and make me eat venison? Ooh. It's definitely not Timmy, our carpenter, who unexpectedly disappeared near the large kitchen cauldron, perfectly sized to fit in. Definitely not. I personally issued several decrees related to cannibalism, perhaps even concerning its prohibition, but that's besides its point. I rarely have visitors, and I'd like to tell you about other interesting guests. After all, it's the most fascinating thing I can share with you. For a place where mushrooms with eyes can grow. For a place where mushrooms with eyes grow, it can be incredibly dull here. The shadows in the clearing thicken and stir. They detach from the gnarled trees rising up from the ground like black ink and spread across the wall. Dancing and intertwining, they perform at their master's whim. Behold this incredibly crooked castle, my dear. Crooked to the point of absurdity, sadly. In this reality, curves look far more aesthetic, but give the creators some leeway for expressiveness. Many brave and not so bright souls have tried to conquer this terrifying, dark, eerie, crooked castle, so many that it became even more crooked. You see that dreadful monster living there, never liked being distracted from his important duties. Terribly important duties, like having deep conversations with his own reflection, or concocting recipes with raisins. Oh, you like raisins? I don't know about that. Hold on, pause. I don't know if we can do this. Like, raisins? Do you put them in your potato salad, or... Like, are we talking like oatmeal raisin cookie? Like, that's fine, but potato salad, no. So far, the scariest thing in this story is the presence of raisins. Yes, you do understand. They're a real horror, aren't they? Shriveled bits of deception. They pretend to be sweet, but they are just made to ruin. Cannibalism I can accept, but raisins? Exactly! Why are you putting raisins in your potato salad? Stop it! And they ruin lovely cookies, ruin family photos. They have no place in civilized society. Oh, how I understand them. The monster was a tyrant, a menace. He sowed chaos and disorder, and mostly on purpose. He had countless opportunities for creativity and wasn't afraid to use them. He made some people believe that they were pigeons, and others that they were grains. He wouldn't allow his best servant to have windows, fearing the moon and both the suns would get envious and want to take them away, and he demanded that they seal gaps in the door as well. He locked the wizards who came to him for magical gifts in a giant laboratory, and promised them power if they invented a kettle that could boil everything except water. Did they eventually invent the kettle? Yeah, I want to know. Did they eventually invent the kettle? Invent it? Oh, and they did so much more. After 11 years of failed prototypes and a few explosions and chemicals running away on their own legs, they succeeded. The kettle could boil even the brightest memories, but not water. water would instantly freeze, explode, and file for divorce. And does the water win the divorce every time, or is this like a... I immediately rewarded them with a new invention idea. A cup with a sealed top, but without a bottom. Let's see how they handle that. But I digress. But behold, a ray of light in its dark kingdom. The first hero, Sir L'Oreal the Righteous, in all his clanging and self-important glory. He took a knee to rest briefly, because the weight of his righteousness was bad for the health of his poor back. Following the rumors spread by that same monster, he fought his way through the monster's loyal subjects to... By the way, where did he even find them? Most of my subjects are too busy contemplating the color of suspenders for their suspenders, or lamentating their fate. I cherish them in their imperfection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They were probably the most restless of them. Every story needs minions. In any case, our hero descended into the Grotto of Despair, the Grotto of Tentacles. Just imagine the most sinister name you could conjure. The Grotto... Oh no! No! No, sis! Sis, it's okay. No! Sis! Come on. Come on, sis. It's okay. It's okay, sis. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. The Grotto of Kidney Stones would suck. Yeah. Alright, chat. Would you like to, my dearest readers, would you like to choose which one we pick here? Sorry, I had to do a stretch. Thank you. Kidney stones suck. Yeah, they do. Hey, would you like to do this next Wednesday? Just a thought. Like, would you guys like to also play this again next Wednesday? Good. I love the like little jaunty dun 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 dun. Exactly, like that, like that. Yeah, we like that. I almost caught myself throwing a little bit of ass to that. I didn't have enough characters, no. Okay, so we've got 2 for kidney stones. Take your time and vote, 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 okay? I also feel like the appearance disappointment is just like, Set it for a couple of minutes? Okay. So we're just gonna wait like this for a little bit. Overall, though, I'm kind of liking Darian. He's kind of cute. He kind of reminds me of somebody, but I don't know who I could be, you know. He's funny, silly, you know, kind of reminds me of somebody. But yeah, he is such a goober. I think I like that sort of thing, though. I like a funny man. I do like a funny man. Ads are on the way. So, how's your week been, everyone? I have been sorting books and still kind of dealing with the fallout of family stuff. It looks like kidney stones has won. So let's do some kidney stones. The dreadful imperfect human body. The worst affliction is having them in your kidneys. What a joy that I can choose how many I have. I prefer a negative number. Same, I want -5 kidney stones. Thank you. But let's not get sidetracked. Oh, and by the way, ads are getting ready to start in 4 minutes. So, if you... Oh, I'm sorry you've been feeling sick, but I'm feeling a little better. Okay. I'm glad you're feeling a little better, though. But if you want to dodge the ad check, consider becoming a ghoul, ghost, or ghast. They get to dodge the ad checks, and you get a special fun Discord channel. Well, a special set of Discord channels where you can hang out with me directly. In fact, that's probably where I'm going to be after stream. So, after stream, I'm probably going to go hang out in there, in my Discord server. So, that is besides the point. Let's continue. But let's not get sidetracked. Into the grotto of kidney stones, our hero descended to retrieve an artifact capable of defeating the Monster King. The Ring of Incredible Power. Bit shoddily crafted, but I assure you, it looks more aesthetic in real life. However, the brave knight didn't know that the power of the ring lay in its 440 pounds weight. That was its only magical property. The only incredible thing about this ring was its absolute stupidity and uselessness. The realization that he had spent weeks of his life on a divine, heavy paperweight, and the sudden crushing thought that he should have become a baker instead of a hero, just to get some sleep. Well, it broke his poor, noble mind. Not that his mind was ever intended for serious burdens. Lol, got him. Nod meaningfully, waiting for him to continue. So the night perished. But then along came Elmer the Eagle-Eye. He says he earned his nickname by escaping from the enemy fortress. On the 3rd day of his captivity, he noticed that his prison cell was lacking the 4th wall. An archer of legendary skill who tried to kill me with a precise shot, constantly, during breakfast, while bathing, at balls, during sleep, even when I was devising a plan to get rid of him. The audacity. I hate just killing them. Turning them into madmen is so much more fun. I bestowed a little curse upon the elf as well. I made it so that every time he drew his bowstring, he would hear the most annoying melody to his ears. Elmer was a terrible racist. He hated dwarves. So naturally, the melody became the national anthem of dwarves, played on loop by a bagpipe orchestra. The pure rage it provoked derailed his aim every time. A Eventually he stormed my castle, dropped his bow, and begged for a job at my court, in exchange for changing the song to anything else. He was desperate, and I was a villain. Everything aligned incredibly well. Now he's my royal huntsman. The Dwarf March is replaced with a lively elven sea shanty, and let no one accuse me of being callous and heartless. Now he has a salary, good food, clothing, entertainment, and a full guarantee of non-dismemberment. You missed the opportunity to change his dwarf national anthem into dwarf serenades. Grim, where were you before? Horse adoes and companions to long stalactites, endless rhymed verses about a shrine of a beloved's beard. It's a refined, devilish thing. Why didn't I think of it myself? To torment a man with not only sounds of war and patriotism, but the clumsy, heartfelt caterwauling of a species he despises, turning a love song into an instrument of pure, heart-wrenching agony. Brilliant. Well, I'll steal your idea for the future. Finally, the witch, in a classic giant hat, under which you could easily fit another witch. She tried a different approach: seduction. She attempted to... Oh, it looks like we are at an ad break. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and, wink and say, game recognized game, witch lady, let's go. Seduce the Dark Lord? Yeah, that's my Tuesday. Do we have any Dark Lords watching? I'm not. Just kidding. I'm not. I'm not on the menu. I'm off the menu. I didn't realize I had a nickname. Well, of course, you can be my Dark Lord if you like. I didn't know we were doing that. I didn't know you were into that. Don't clip that. Oh, I actually bought a new... I just played myself. Anyway, I bought a new, Mama Grimm bought me a new candle, and it smells like fresh cinnamon rolls. It is so delicious. I could gnaw my arm off. It is so good. It's from Bath and Body Works, and it's called, Fresh Cinnamon Rolls. And it is delicious, like genuinely. Oh, yeah, I am actually quite hungry. I am gnawing off the bars in my enclosure right now. I'm so hungry. I'll probably get a little snack or two. Eat. The ramen I want to eat it's a little loud, so and plus you guys hear me make slurping noises, which depending on what particular thing you liked is either really, really good for you or really, really bad for you, because I like to slurp my ramen. I'm not a very spaghetti person. Oh, welcome back, everybody. Let's continue. She didn't consider that the fact that I'd never trusted big hats, or people, especially when both come hand in hand. those who wear suspenders, and those who wear suspenders and a belt at the same time. Those who don't even trust their own pants certainly don't earn the trust of His Highness. Then again, I don't trust His Highness either. I don't trust myself, especially the left side of my brain, especially on Thursdays. But back to hats. I don't know, I fuck with big hats. I kinda like big hats. Oh dear. Then don't even think about wearing them around me. At best, I'll turn it into a smaller hat. And that's if I'm in a good mood. At worst, badgers. Lots of very angry badgers. Meanwhile, the witch was quite overt in her murderous intention, jingling with all her concealed weapons. Why does a witch need so many hidden blades? She must have been very bad at witchery. You know what? Solid life advice. If you can't trust your own trousers, who can you trust? Right. If you're wearing suspenders, you don't need a belt. I just had a thought. I'm gonna keep it to myself. In any case, she now resides in my dungeon. And you see, I haven't decided what to do with her yet. Oh! What are you looking at me for, you saucy little minx? Her fate is a blank slate, a story yet to be written, so I offer you the pen. Oh, you want me to choose how to murder your next person? Oh, honey, you shouldn't have. Ooh, well, let me see. Oh no, she's dead. Rest in peace, she's cooked. I adore giving random choices. So give me yours, Grim. What punishment befits her? What? Does he really want me to decide what to do with a real person? Can I even save her? What does it matter what I choose? Everything here follows his whims anyway. As long as I play the circus monkey, I have a chance to get out of here alive. Maybe I should entertain him? Damn. What should I do? Oh, I know what to do. Turn her into a hat. A small one. Turn her into a small hat. I don't know. I feel like that would be funny as hell. Just turn around. Get hatted, idiot. Just turn into a small hat. Turn into a hat. A small one. The one who lived by the big hat shall become a small hat. The irony is so absurd. It's beautiful. So let it be. Let her be a small cap of eternal regret. She tried to get in my head, and now she can barely cover it. A brilliant sentence. Something is missing from this tale. You never told me about the monster itself. Dear, who cares about these monsters anyway? Oh, do I push? Never mind. The shadows finally dissolved into nothingness. I turned a living being into a hat, or rather I became a catalyst for it. I wonder what kind of nightmares are warranted in such a case. I'm afraid royal duties await me. Our time is up. I shall send you back, Grim. I rise from the chair. I squeeze my eyes shut. The light is blinding even with my eyes closed. So unusual after all this darkness. The jar is full of money. It was worth it. Greetings, organism! How is your work progressing? I see the first transaction was successful. Acceptable. This still doesn't save you from the threat of cleaning sanitary facilities, but is a wonderful starting point for your entire tiny life. Work is going well, sir. Excellent. Maintain this level of productivity. You may be rewarded with an additional 5-minute feeding break if you can find food. Rejoice in my generosity. Continue working. I'm experiencing a positive emotional reaction. I am proud of you, and will be even prouder if you acquire more currency. Goodbye, my manager. My mind departs from you and the organic form follows. He slaps across the floor to his office. As soon as Bob's rhythmic wet slaps fade away, a deep silence descends on the station. One moment I'm in a surreal forest, dining on purple goo with a mad god. The next moment I'm being praised by a multi-eyed tentacle monster. Maybe these are all just my deathbed hallucinations. I'm going insane. Yeah, it does have voices volume, but, like, we haven't encountered any voices yet. Don't get me wrong, your reading is great, as unusual, but it just hit me, lol. I'm going insane. Some parts of me enjoys these mad adventures. I'm an adrenaline junkie. Disgusting. Now I gotta deal with that, too. In the midst of my contemplation, terrifying sounds emanates from my boss's office. Unfair bills! Unacceptably large numbers! Of course, what could upset him so much, if not that? Steps. Another visitor. This one decided to come through a door for a change. He seems unwell. I hope he doesn't knock over one of my shelves with shampoo or jojoba oil or delicate lilies on his way. He's not just unwell. He looks like hell, literally. All the skin on his left side is torn off from his jaw to his temple. I swallow nervously. What kind of meat grinder has this guy been through? He looks like someone who could rip me apart. If he doesn't like what he hears, I need to be careful if I don't want to become his next victim. But yeah, I have no idea where the, yeah, I think the voices thing may be, decoratory for right now. I mean, it is a demo, so. Well, it's hard to imagine what the other fighter looks like. He lets out a gurgly, rasping laugh. You don't want to know what the other fighter looks like. Honestly, I don't want to know, but my inner archive labeled "I don't want to know this" as at risk of bursting from overflow tonight. Words clearly come to him with a great difficulty, which is probably not surprising for a man without half a face. He clears his throat, but that doesn't help much. I need blood. He tried to smile. It would be, oh. Listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not saying it would work. I'm not saying that this would work. I don't know. It might. Oh, he tried to smile, and it would be charming if he still had the necessary muscles for that. Now it will haunt me in my nightmares, among other things. Oh, you baby. The client pauses and briefly to clear his throat. Let me see what we have. Good choice, babe. Step to the storage. Just in case. Oh! He suddenly leans forward, boring to me with his mini. Go find me some goddamn blood. Go and find the damn blood? A strange presence builds in my head. The edges of my vision blur. An unyielding command blooms in the center of my mind. I don't know why, but I feel an incredibly strong urge to find blood right now. My client is covered in blood, or still hungry. Maybe he fought with something inedible. Is it his own? I found myself in the storeroom, a tangled labyrinth of shelves reaching up to the ceiling, stuffed with boxes and crates of mysterious cans. In the corner, something rustled, snored suspiciously. So where could the blood be? I need to think fast. He's not going to wait forever. Right now, I'm at the beginning of this crazy place. Let's go to the food for mouth section. These signs are driving me insane. I really hope my manager will eventually learn English properly. I'm surrounded by pure madness of anxious packaging, and even from in front of the department interested, there's some baby food for cyborgs piled up. I'm frantically trying to decipher the crooked inscriptions. In front of me, there's sections for food for mouths. Infused nutritional flows. Here are endless shelves of drinks. Next to Coca-Cola are bottles labeled Liquid Regret and primordial broth with now with nucleotides. Cans labeled Brapsy, Vodka Selenko. I would love to meet the person who came up with these names. I check each shelf, pushing aside cans of essence of shits and giggles, but find nothing resembling blood. The closest thing is liquid hemogen in a giant wooden container. It smells worse than it looks. I go back. I hear knocking. It's the dry, rhythmic tapping of knuckles on a laminated countertop. It's not loud, but persistent and full of irritation. In front of me are sections with food from mouths. Food afraid of heat. The coldest corner of the store. Large chest freezers and refrigerators with glass doors covered in frost. Next to the frozen pizza are gremlin cryo capsules, and among the buckets of ice cream you find flavors of minty tritium and liquid family. Oh my god. A giant freezer chamber. Spare parts of human organisms. This section reeks of formaldehyde and horror. Glass jars filled with murky liquids sit on the shelves where exhibits float. I try not to think of one of the containers holding a name tag that reads Kevin. Take blood of human organism Kevin. Taste of unfulfilled dreams and unwarranted expectation. Take blood of human organism homeless. High contents of cheap alcohol and tuberculosis. Take blood of human Michael. Taste of efficient resource and artifact accumulation. Yeah, I think he'd like Michael. The blood in this jar has a rich, almost glowing ruby hue. It looks healthy and full of energy. Michael, whoever you were on top. Champion's blood flowed through you. You're probably something like an energy drink for the undead, but here you are in a jar. That's something to ponder. He lifts his head as I approach. You already. Well, good thing you weren't wandering for half an hour. Bring it here. My client finishes the jar and then grimaces. Ugh, for crying out loud. What the hell is this crap? Michael. Well, you were a lucky guy, Michael. Too bad I can't kill him a second time. Tastes like a happy family, a successful career, a retirement account. This jerk probably never had even cockroaches. Well, at least now he's liquid Michael in a jar. He chuckles quietly. Yeah, there's something to that. Cool you found human blood. Good job. You're sharp. Feel free to ask. He gives me a crooked smile from his newly restored rogue-like face. I'm gonna wash my dirty face. Don't get bored. While he's not here, I have a perfect opportunity to wipe away the bloodstains. I'm just scrubbing a pool of blood on my first day of work. An interesting story for Reddit. A wonderful tale. I'm doing just fine. Nobody has eaten me. I would have folded so fast if he were a different color. I kind of wish, I don't know, I kind of want him to be a little bit melanated, you know? It'd be nice if he was a little melanated. He is cute though. Yeah, he is cute, but I would want him to also be a little bit more melanated. We need a little bit more melanin in here. And plus, you know, Darren, my mad king would be so upset with me if I flirted with you. I'm sorry, Mr. Vampire. You know, game recognized game. He's looking so much fresher with the second half of his face, although his expression still resembles that of a constipated owl. I'll just stand here a while, okay? Take a little break. Besides, there's no one here with you right now. And just so you know, if you contact the werewolves, I'll take your head and crush it like a walnut. I'm David, by the way. A vampire. As you might have already guessed. Hi. Hi, David. How old are you, sweetie? You looking a little young, baby. How old are you, sweetie? Are you 300? Maybe 400? Little baby boy. You gotta come and harass cute little cashiers. You don't have any money, you brokey. I'm sorry. It's just, to me, I think he's probably newborn, maybe, because that's the thing. As a fellow vampire, right? I've lived for several centuries. Millennia, in fact, and I have amassed wealth. I guess this person hasn't been alive long enough to, you know, finally get to the point where they get generational wealth. Eventually, kind of over time, you get generational wealth. Maybe he, like, pisses it down the drain or something. Maybe he likes cars. Or maybe he's like an alcoholic or something. But we can't really stomach alcohol in that way. What an incredibly interesting way to start an acquaintance. Especially that part about the walnut. Nice to meet you, I'm Grim. Okay, Grim. I knew a Grim once. She used to trade kidneys in Venice Beach. She was a good girl until she got backed up. He's trying to provoke me. Deliberately sharing the dirty details of his life to see how uncomfortable I can get. I suppose I'm also selling kidneys now. Checks the catalog. Yes. Exactly 10 categories. Seriously? A catalog? Do you seriously have a catalog? He leans forward, genuinely intrigued, peering into the catalog. Gremlin kidneys? Is that a delicacy? Why does it both say delicacy and fuel and animal venom? Because it's a universal product. Want some? I do. Looks like I found my best customer for today. Now I have a vampire here, and he's regenerating. Wonderful. The main thing is not to accidentally blur out something wrong. I need to be friendly. I don't know. What do you suppose, my chatters, my readers? And I apologize, my dyslexia has been terrible today. I feel really bad for the person who has to clean this VOD later. It's me. I am the person that has to clean this VOD later. Thanks for not eating me, David. David lets out a quiet chuckle. The guy clearly expects people to be afraid of him. He must have looked lost when he first arrived here. Now seeing my fear, he obviously feels right at home. It's not over yet. Although you're too bony. I'm sure you like to eat all that cheap crap like instant noodles. People like that, their blood's just not tasty. Only if there's nothing more interesting than blood. So, you don't like glutamate and cholesterol? So does alcohol affect vampires too, and other things? What? Got any suggestions? Oh! Oh, no. I have my Dark Lord. I have to be good. I have to be good. I have to be good. I have my cute Dark Lord. I cannot stray. The mouthwash seems so mean. Of course, we have a fantastic deal on Selenko vodka today. Only $10 a case. The same bootleg crap that a couple people recently just kicked a bucket on. And a couple of others went blind. I'll take 2 cases. I really need to start my own business course. Hopefully Bob will be proud of me. And yes, to answer your question, alcohol affects us. But you need a middleman. You need to find a junkie and an alcoholic to pump them up. Then you get plastered and turn into the happiest vampire in the world. David slightly grimaces as he moves his hand. Damn mutts. Probably not all the wounds have healed completely. And does being a vampire doctor fall under my duties? I think Bob says it was mandatory. Let me help. He looks at me skeptically. The offer of help is probably so foreign and unexpected to him that it leaves him momentarily dumbfounded. You what? You want to play nurse? A flicker of confusion is replaced by something more intense. It's just a couple scratches and a piece of ass that'll grow back on its own. I'm fine. I see. You're afraid of doctors, huh? Such a tough guy, yet scared of getting treated. Afraid? I'm not afraid of anything in this life. I am the most fearless bloodsucker in the world. I'm not afraid of some nurse with crooked hands. I've dealt with crap that you... Wait a second, are you trying to challenge me? I shake my head with the most sincere look of innocence on my face. Fine, damn it. Hand over your first aid kit. If another werewolf isn't hiding in there, I have no reason to worry. I decided to keep quiet about the very real possibility that there might be a werewolf hiding in there, but I'm not sure of anything in this cursed gas station. Damn you. Go ahead. Get out your Band-Aids and with your Dr. Chocula, whatever you're selling. Give me just a second. Give me just a sec. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. There we go. Yep. Much better. Just pull that off to the side. That was not me taking a screenshot. You have no proof of that. Anyway, David sheds his jacket. Do not clip that. David sheds his jacket, shirt, and t-shirt and settles into a squeaky stool next to the counter. Clipped and shipped? No. He's about to face a serious trial, staying in a vulnerable position for a few moments, and for that reason, cruel fate hasn't made him claw-proof. He certainly looks that he was thrown into a blender. Judging by those bullet scars, he's had quite an interesting past. Or maybe he was attacked by werewolf cowboys with guns. Most likely the former. By the way, I didn't know that corpses had doctors too. I only thought that the only doctor available to me now is the coroner. I'm rummaging through the necromancy kit that was sitting under the counter. It's heavy military-style metal box with a faded label reading Kit for Alternatively Living Organisms. Inside are standard bandages. There are some strange items, silver tweezers, vials of thick glowing liquid, additional fingers, and of course an instruction manual, a cheap laminated brochure stained with something that looks like coffee. The instructions first state, determine whether or not you're dealing with a zombie. Ask your alternatively living subject if they've ever wanted to eat someone's brain. David is clearly not a zombie. Move on to the next point. He glances skeptically over at the pictures flashing in the instruction manual as I flip it over. Zombies, necromancers, and abominations made from bones, flesh, and cabbage swirl in his face like a mesmerizing kaleidoscope. All of this lives in the city sewers? I don't know how you're going to use the bathrooms now. It'd be great if he didn't notice. Why do I have to deal with all this? I steal a glance at my visitor. I wonder if werewolves just clawed him up, or if he just managed to kill someone too. My instincts are something out of the Stone Age suggest he could have. The guy has a killer's gaze. Something you'd see. Someone like him you'd see in an alley. Your hand automatically reaches for your wallet and phone. I lower my eyes. Let's establish the nature of the injuries. What kind of wounds could werewolves leave? You have lacerations, claws, teeth, and a bit of saliva. Possibly very contagious. David listens to this with the pride of a true soldier. Every word feels like a medal for valor. Something like that. He said it as if he didn't care, but I know better. Stop the medical discussions and move on to the next point. I read halfway through. David is my Edward Cullen from Twilight. No! No! Not Edward Cullen! No! I feel like he would beat up Edward Cullen just because he drove a Volvo. Like, he would just beat him up. He's the type of guy that I feel like he would just show up, like, roll up on the Cullens and just squabble because he could. I feel like that's his energy. I love that. I read through what medication I need to grab. I grabbed the regenerating extract for alternatively living life forms. Now all that's left is apply this stuff. I dip my fingers in the jar and suddenly he grabs my hand. Do something wrong and I'll rip your tonsils through your ass. Allow me to do my job, sir. I will be extremely careful. The face of a faceless representative in the service sector, my perfect shield against the surrounding world and the rude vampires that inhabit it. Watch yourself. You won't get a second chance. No, not my vampire's doctor's license. I apply the black goo to the wound. The puff of steam rises from the wound, and the air starts to smell like something is frying. It's probably very painful, but David remains calm. Not a single complaint, which is surprising. I hope it's not from your squid manager. We all hope for that, buddy. Be more careful. My movements become slow and deliberate. I do everything cautiously, barely touching the skin around the wound, allowing him to get used to the sting. Alright, and we're gonna pause there for a second while we savor this sweet moment. He's so edgy, I love him. Yeah, he's kind of cute, but not as cute as my Lord of Madness. Honestly, I had something very unclean to say there for a second, and I'm going to not say that. Whew, I understand that this is an 18+ channel, but we are still on Twitch and YouTube. Hi, YouTube. So, speaking of, I hope you guys are doing okay. It looks like you guys are wonderful. There are rules. Looks like you've got me for 2 minutes. Ad break, yes. Yes, ad break. I definitely want to get myself something like really tasty to eat eventually. I do want to do like one full playthrough of the game, so hopefully you guys can tuck in a little bit and we can enjoy this fun game together. Unfortunately, I don't think this game actually has a category yet. Yeah, the game doesn't actually have a category yet, and I'm really sad about that. But that's okay, you know. We make it happen, and we just kind of move through. Either way, also, I want to say, you know, after being around the vampire dating scene for a millennia, of course, not counting this one, of course, because, you know, I've got my own Lord of Chaos at home. I would say that vampire dating is so weird, right? So when you first meet your vampire mate, depending on how old that you are, you kind of go into this relaxed partnership. I like to joke that vampirism is automatic. You have to be okay with polyamory because it's going to happen. Eventually you will get tired of your life partner. It is very rare, so rare, that you will stay with one person for 3 lifetimes. Maybe even 4. 4 is really pushing it. For some people, they can't even stand each other for 1 human lifetime. They just split up and go do extra things and occasionally meet back up for, couple things. But living forever certainly does have its perks. As for me, I'm a hopeless romantic. I believe in... Oh, welcome back, everyone. I believe in one person forever. That's why for a century or 2. That's why for, the previous century, millennia or 2, I kind of slowed down a bit. And now I'm back at it again. I've never dated a lord before, so this has been very interesting. I can see the tense muscles in his back and his shoulders relax slightly. He's still wound up, but the relief is starting to wash over him. Naturally, no thank yous or pleases from him, but at least he's no longer threatening to do something to my ass every 5 seconds. Distract him with conversation. David, every noble knight needs someone to tend his wounds after great battle. Oh no. Hell no, I'm not gonna flatter his ego. He's a brat. I'm not taming a brat in here. There will be no brat taming. Get out. Obey. Fine, I'll leave. You have to pay for that. No. I finish up, surprising the wounds are really healing. The scars won't beautify this man. Why are you doing all this? The question is asked in an astonishingly serious tone. He's driving me crazy. Even more than that clown from earlier, it seems. I just want to help. Truth. You're an angel of mercy from the dirty gas station. Lie. You just want tips and go home and play The Sims and watch stupid shows. These are my work obligations. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't bother with you. I think that's kind of mean, but I like this one. Why? David is confused. In his systems of belief, actions always equal benefit. I'm throwing a wrench in his flawless running mechanism. Oh no! Well, I don't think I'm ready for you guys to know that about me, so we're gonna... God damn. Bless your noble heart. And nobody clipped it. Thank goodness. He shifts awkwardly. Clearly he's uncomfortable and unaccustomed to being the object of compassion, so he immediately hides behind yet another sarcastic comment. Oh, no! That's false sense of security. Dewey! Ugh, what can I do? I feel sorry for every little kitten on the street. Sometimes I feel for an especially large, nasty, troublesome kittens. It must be tough living with someone like that, huh? I bet you have 40 cats living in your apartment. All of them are strays. David reads me like an open book. It's amazing that he can read it all. Jesus Christ. Most of the time, health isn't altruistic. People want something in return, a money, a favor, for you to take them off the hook. Helping people for no reason is like throwing a shit against the wind. Alright. Moving on. Screw this. I honestly don't care what's going on in your head. This is the most unconvincing lie I have ever heard in my life. He clears his throat. Thank you. What? Am I hearing things? I thought he didn't know such words. Even I'm afraid to breathe so I don't scare off this rare, exotic display of politeness. He says that word as if he's pronouncing it for the first time in his life. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually the case. Just a few more seconds and he's back in front of the counter. So the client is fed, cleaned, and healed, and yet he's still here, not putting any money in the counter, and the tip jar is lacking. I look at him. He's supposed to be full of energy, but instead he looks lost. David is deep in thought in that dark, gloomy little place that occupies his mind. Can I do anything else for you, sir? This seemingly simple question stumps him. A lost boy? Yeah, yeah, it is a good movie. Did you guys want to watch that? I think it's on YouTube. Did you guys want to watch Lost Boys tonight? Can we do that? Like, I don't need to edit anything. Yeah. Yeah, we can do it. David frowns and looks past me for a while before responding. Yeah, you can do something. I'm curious about one thing. I haven't talked to a regular human in a long time. No wonder. I wonder by regular human, does he mean by my extremely natural essence? I'm no vampire, werewolf, or thieving gnome. Or does he mean my lack of criminal records or absence of drug or alcohol dependency? Maybe he's looking for the perspective of an ordinary worker? A working class person at gray collar? Does your face always look that funny when you're thinking about something? I didn't even get a chance to respond to his jab before he follows up. Let's conduct an experiment. Suppose you're now a free vampire, able to go wherever you want. Where would you go? David looks at me expectantly. So yeah, after stream, let's watch Lost Boys. That'd be fun. A lot of things depend on who turned me. What kind of superpowers do vampires have? A whole lot. We're practically a superhero league. I'm sure it never crossed your mind that in reality, bloodsuckers can be way scarier than in sappy movies for girls. Excuse me, young man? Looks like he's watched Twilight. Interesting. He watched Twilight and he's still a broken! Sorry. We must not. How do you watch Twilight and you're still broke? Why are you still fighting in a fight pit? Just go to school, become a doctor. You have so much time in your hands. You cannot die. You cannot eat. You have so much time on your hands. Please use the time that you are given and make coin. So this way you don't have to deal with werewolves. I'm calm. So we had enough time to watch a movie, but we didn't have enough time to shower in the morning. We had enough time to watch a movie, but we didn't shower in the morning? Thank you for the redeem, by the way. A man's gotta have his priorities. Some of us not only drink human blood, but also capture people to experiment on them. Oh, well, I'm sure they make pretty good money. Maybe you should try that. They turn human bodies into real nightmares of flesh and bones. Dr. Moreau couldn't even imagine. And those jeans were only worn for 3 days and they're good for another week. No! No! Oh my god, he probably smells terrible. And you know what? Younger me, younger Grim, oh, she would have ate this up. Oh my goodness. Oof. Younger Grim would have enjoyed, delighted. Yeah, it's probably not real denim, no. And then there are vampire sorcerers who can rip your soul out of your body and make you work for them for an eternity, literally. It seems I already have one of those sorcerers. His name is Bob. He's checking his pills. There he is. I wonder what inner strength it took David not to flinch. And there are those who can make your head explode. Literally. Just a glance. Not all of us are such wicked bastards. We don't even have to kill a person to eat. Just drink a little instead of gorging yourself like a pig at the trough. But some don't care. They just drain all the blood. Also, thank you for the redeem. They just drain all the blood and splash it everywhere. The forensics team is baffled why the person turned into a sprinkler before dying. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. And which of these do you have? I got a decent list of what I can do. I'm not complaining. Imagine it. You never get tired. You can party all night long. Fuck all night long. You're stronger than 10 thugs combined. Well, except for 10 werewolf thugs. That may take some effort. If you want to shrink down and fly somewhere, you can turn into a tiny bat. Your reflexes become 100 times sharper. You feel everything. You see everything. You can even hear a rat piss a block away. Stay silent. Let him continue. And finally, you can make people do anything you want. Absolutely anything. I almost want to say this, but it's another thing to scare someone shitless. They'll just give in to avoid being harmed. It's another thing when they act full of confidence that it's what they want. They didn't even realize they're just vampire pawns now. Yeah, I think I get it. You pulled that trick on me, too. David smiles, but this time the smile is strained. Those are the words of someone stuck in a web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Fear and supernatural compulsion aren't the best foundations for a strong friendship. can enchant some friends for myself? Wonderful. Or make someone give me their wallet? Yeah, like, hold on. Like, why would you even... A thought, right? A little thought experiment. Every human has to leave the house, right? Why don't you... I don't know. I almost said, why don't you compel some bitches? But... I think what he needs to compel is a shower. David, you're a creature in a stuck-up web of artificial connections and ass-related threats. Your life is based on like, go compel rain. Exactly. This man has been getting roasted all night. I have a personal bone to pick. As a fellow vampire, you come into my establishment looking like you just literally tumbled down the street and you were fighting dogs? You were fighting the dogs? Why? Why were you fighting the dogs? Terrible. Disgusting. Where's my little spray canister? Naughty. Naughty. Bad. Even if it's based on my ass, I don't care. You're a bloodsucker. You live like this and there's no other way. In this snake pit, you won't make true friends. Vampires don't live in one big, beautiful house like in Twilight. They're like cowboys in the West, constantly cutting and shooting each other, and blowing up houses. David mentioned Twilight again. Oh, excuse me. David mentioned Twilight again. Oh, God. Don't think I'm whining. It's actually great. Keeps you on your toes. You get used to it once you adjust. I certified David as a bottom. Oh, hell yeah, he is. He's a very fussy power bottom. Very fussy power bottom. Well, you know what? You already knew. You already knew what it was when you came here. So yes, I think he's a very fussy power bottom. Would I be interested in him in that particular avenue? I don't know. Ask your mother. Come to think of it, being a cowboy isn't so bad. Exactly. Great way to feel alive. Not so dead. You get it? He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. Can vampires open beer cans with their mind? Sure they can, but they can't drink beer afterwards. Yeah, he's definitely pretty new. I mean, he at least knows that, like, you can get a human inebriated and then, you know, drink from them. He's so in love with being a vampire. Yeah, that kind of fades after your, like, 200th year of being alive. Kind of fades. You kind of lose the mirth. I'm gonna poke the gnome. What? When I was recently turned about 2 years ago. 2 years ago? This guy is a baby. He's a little baby. Oh, little fledgling baby. Oh, little baby. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, cute little baby. Oh, I remember when I was 2 years into my vampirism. Oh, I killed so many people. By accident, mind you. I killed so many people. I broke a lot of furniture. Dewey would remember this, yes. I broke so many things. I didn't know my own strength. I have scarred several children for life. We do compensate them in the library Paradoxica. So, I've had to pay for many colleges. So, I know. I've had to pay for many colleges because, well, my strength was not what it was supposed to be. I may have taken off a couple of hands for a handshake. It's not very good. I've blown out eardrums. I have, like, you kind of learn all of this within your first 100 years. Don't worry, sweetie. You'll get it. When I was recently turned about 2 years ago, yeah, that one was really bad. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we had to comp a lot of people that day. But, after my first millennia of working at the library, we were able to pay it off within, I guess, my first 600 years. The American healthcare system has nothing on the Eldritch one, so. When I was recently turned about 2 years ago, I tried to eat spaghetti. Not the smartest decision. And what happened? I threw up farther than I could see, puking out blood and meatballs. Left some graffiti and a bit of pasta on the wall. The guy who cleaned up probably thought a whole spaghetti monster exploded in the alley. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you eat human food and you're just a vampire, honey. Unfortunately, your cute little sire didn't tell you. Yeah, you can't eat human food, baby. Giving up human food for a small price of immortality? Exactly. Drinking blood is great. I could do it my whole life. I mean, I will be doing it my whole life. Forever. Who pretends to be happy living without spaghetti? I've never seen so much pain in someone's eyes for a long time. You can still order food delivery, by the way. Just this time, eat the delivery guy. He seems to enjoy talking about how cool vampires are. Back to your question. David looks at me expectantly. Why did you watch Twilight? I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't watch emo crap. Oh, you like that movie, don't you? You like that movie a lot, huh? I hold a dramatic pause. David looks like a cornered animal. He stares at the floor, then the ceiling, anywhere but me. Finally, he lets out a large sigh, filled with disappointment and embarrassment. Ugh, fine, damn it. I watched everything. All the Twilight movies. I watched The Lost Boys. I Interview with a Vampire, Blade. The idiot who bit me didn't explain anything beyond the basics. Don't go out in the sun, you little punk. I thought these stupid movies had a clue, you know? Hidden in all that silly romance and melodrama. Most of it turned out to be bullshit. I read Legend and the Search on the online. Oh, sweetie, you can read? I'm so proud of you. I read Legends and searched for info online, and as you can imagine, all the supernatural beings try not to give themselves away. But sometimes you can still stumble upon bits and pieces. Or crazies, one or the other. My favorite, by the way, was From Dusk Till Dawn. Too bad vampires don't explode in real life. You still haven't told me if you sparkle like Edward Cullen in the sun. He takes a deep, ragged breath. No, we don't sparkle. You want to know what happens when I step into the sun? I catch on fire in the sun, as if someone poured gasoline on me and lit a match. And you know what that smells like? Like fried chicken. It's a very excruciating final death. Very brutal. Once again, I am given the paragon of choice. And I want to hold and hand the Diaz over to you. Now, I know which one I would pick, but what would you pick, my readers? You'll spark it now. Pocket looking. That pocket glitter. Just hit him with the glitter can. Ah. Are we horrifically down bad? Make sure to vote in the poll, guys. Gals and babies. Nah, okay, it looks like, oh, we're doing 50-50. Looks like an ad is getting ready to start, too. Ads in 5. Thank you, Dewey. Truly are my Dark Lord. Are you a clown, too? Well, I never really asked that. I guess I could ask you later. I don't know, I'm not really into clowns like that. I kind of grew out of my dirty men phase after my teens. And by teens I mean like vampire teens, which is like 200 to 300. Like, once you've tasted one, nah, looks like it's a no. Alright. Terrible. However, let me ask you one thing. I was bitten by a radioactive clown, but my Cronus overpowered it, so now I'm just a bit funny. What? You've tasted one? Why does this taste like hot dog water? Yeah, it's more like dehydrated fish and whiskey. Terrible. Let me ask you one thing. One more thing. Go ahead. Hopefully it's not about Twilight. David looks at me expectantly. Can you find everyone who wronged you in life and get revenge? Yeah, a lot of people think that first. But it's a bad idea to leave a trail of bodies of people you were somehow connected to. And your head quickly fills with other things, like that you're dead. and it's forever. So after you've been turned, you didn't find everyone who bullied you in school and beat them up. I usually beat them up right after school. Ah, right. You might think I was some kind of bully, constantly pulling pranks, but I was actually quiet. Dried squid and whiskey sounds like a manly picnic. Yeah, but you know, it's also dirty. Like, it's also like gunky dirty. So it's like really sweaty. I'm gonna plug your ears. Like, I know this is an 18+ stream, but if you're in here, it's more like stale ball sweat and like that as well. Like, it's really disgusting. Do not do it. Because you have to imagine, like, we don't have the same systems as regular humans do anymore. The circulatory system is pretty much all that we have, for the most part. Everything else doesn't really work in the same way. Blood kind of acts as our conduit. You know, it makes our heart semi-function. It doesn't beat, but it's kind of there. Depending on your vampire curse, of course. In my particular case, my master removed my heart and put it in a case somewhere, safely on library property. So yes, even beheading me, my glorious visage, wouldn't actually do anything. I would just stay there and just look at you as if you had done a great disservice to the library paradoxica, and wonder how you were going to compensate me while I, you know, reattached my head onto my body. But yeah. Are you saying we can steal your heart? It's very doubtful, considering where the heart is. But, you could certainly try. But I was actually quiet in class. Just messing around in the back of class. Like an invisible man. Till some jerk started picking on me. Once I smashed a globe over a guy's head because he knocked my speakers. As if I was wearing clothes from Walmart didn't make me worse than them. Oh, poor baby. I'm sorry. Good thing we don't have globes here. David looks at me expectantly. What weaknesses will I have? Well, no more tanning. No more reflection in mirrors. If you were ugly before, it's actually a bonus, right? You can enter without an invitation. Garlic doesn't scare you either. Holy water is trickier. Depends on the situation. A steak works, but piercing your chest would be quite the challenge. Piercing any part of you is quite the challenge, actually. Our skin is like steel, unless a particularly persistent werewolf comes along. Well, at least you can enter without an invitation. No need for unnecessary chit-chat with people. And looks like we're on break for a little bit, so I'm gonna take a stretch. A Ghost in the Shell is going the dun, 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 dun. I hope you all are enjoying. Oh my goodness. I hope you all are enjoying this fun and chaotic mess of a stream today. I wanted to have a little bit of fun so I could give my clipper something to do. My new editor something to do. This game has been great. Well, I would love to play some more next Wednesday. I'm having so much fun. Well, at least you can enter without an invitation. No need for unnecessary chit-chat with people. Oh, wait. I forgot we're still in the ad break. So, I'm starting to fill up my not my fall, but my December reading list. And it has been a very fun, like, menagerie of things. There's this one where it's a romance novel where it's like an incubus and he's like in love with this very voluptuous girl, and I'm just like, yeah, that's what I want to see. Just, I'm like cheering from the stands. Yes! Yes! This is what I want to see. Is that my manager? Hi. Don't watch back this VOD. Today has been chaotic, but very, very fun. I may have not eaten yet, so I'm running on fumes, but we move. Worked? Oh, like the character from Don't Starve? Anyway, the crows have given the all clear. I'm gonna have a little bit of water. Oh my god. The crows have given their all clear, and you all should be back from the ads. Welcome back. We are with Damien, the vampire, the little 2-day-old little baby boo vampire. David looks at me expectantly. Yeah, who were you before the bite? His mouth opens, ready to tell me off or mention something about butts again, but he stops himself. Probably his thank you sealed our fragile friendship. I'll tell you, but it's probably not relevant. Well, it's nothing. I was a nobody. I was just surviving as everything went to hell. Unlike all those bastards born with a silver spoon up their ass. You ever seen those happy American families on TV commercials? As they sit at the table with a bowl of salad, smiling like idiots. They always have a dog. Well, that wasn't my case. My stepdad was a crazy guy who thought the best birthday present was a smack on the head. He did tell me how to shoot people properly. Oh, I see. I left my family dump early. It's really dumb, but I thought I'd start a band and become a rock star. Of course you did. But as they say, a wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one flips up faster. At first I worked wherever I could, and I found some guys to do some really shady stuff with. There aren't many ways to make a living in the Los Angeles area. Can't exactly work the cash register, right? David jabs again, but without malice. The antisocial environment made him resentful of the middle and upper classes, but it hasn't affected me yet. I wonder why. Hey, working a cast, it wouldn't be even better without some customers like you. Make no comment. I don't think I'm gonna make a comment here. That's it. That's the whole story. What about you? Oh Lord, this is my chance to make up something cool, or tell it like it is. I have a single parent family and an art degree, and no dog. He listens to how I ended up in this dump, about my job search and everything else. I didn't sell drugs in alleys, but we still find some common ground. Got it. You're not in your element. David truly understands. Neither of us, neither he nor I, wanted to end up where we were. Neither of us knows what to do next. We both love cheap noodles, but he can't eat them anymore. I win. You must be tired of those draw me requests. Real shit. Real shit, David. I would draw you. Like a French girl? Yeah, if you... I'm gonna keep that thought to myself. He tries to look nonchalant, but his eyes show that he's interested. Go ahead. I love beautiful doodles. Drowning in the Atlantic. He used the word doodles with such a strange tenderness that it sounds more like a compliment than an insult. I pick up a pencil. Draw him as he is. Oh, he's cute! Oh, we're a good artist. I like it. Wow. What a face. I almost forgot what I look like. Bags under my eyes, like a junkie. Silence hangs in the air while David examines the drawing. He clearly doesn't know how to react to this unexpected little act of normalcy. Looks cool. The last words are spoken in barely audible, almost a reverent whisper, unlike anything I've heard from him before. Two simple words with the sincerity this guy can muster. I can do something too. David takes the pencil from me, and with deep concentration and almost sticking out his tongue, he scribbles something. And a few moments later, a drawing appears before me. I never thought this guy was capable of that. Oh wow, look, it's me! Alright, cunty, yeah. Meow. Beautiful. David clears his throat, embarrassed. Look at you, Bonham! Embarrassed because I complimented your art? What's wrong with you, you little slut? I'm calm. I'm calm. Love yourself, bitch. Exactly. Love yourself. That's right. I'm talking to you now. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. Cherish your talents. Water your garden. Please. David clears his throat, embarrassed. Nothing special, just a doodle. I was a bit into it when I was a kid. Comics and all that stuff. Nothing serious. I take the drawing for myself. Alright, where were we? David looks at me expectantly. A lot of things depend on who exactly turned me into a vampire and who vamped you. He doesn't answer right away. Just furrows his brows. Several long minutes pass in silence. Some old stinking jerk. A lot is mixed into those 4 words. It's as if he both hates and mourns the old jerk. Probably that guy wasn't a contender for the Father of the Year. I wait for him to continue, but he remains silent. He looks like an angry cornered dog. It's unlikely he'll speak up on his own. And what did your old stinking jerk do? Don't call him that, damn it. Don't you dare. The rage in his eyes shifts to confusion, and just for a brief moment, before he looks away. Yeah. Call him whatever you want, including an old stinking jerk. So what did he do? That jerk suffered from power seizures. That's all there is to say about him. No amount of booze could erase what that damn villain did in my memory. I suppose all vampires are like that, but it seems he won't tell me more about his vampire dad. David looks at me expectantly. I'm ready to tell you my decision. Excellent. He leans in a little closer when suddenly we hear a wolf howling. I didn't even have time to blink before David vanishes. Now he's a little bat hiding behind the counter. Listen up. Don't say anything about me. Sit tight and behave, or you'll feel incredibly shitty. Trust me, if you rat me out to that mutt, I'll find a way to get out and twist your head off. The threat in his voice is completely lacking, mostly because the voice now comes from a very small, though angry bat. A werewolf. A werewolf's about to come in here now. The creature steps inside. Good evening, ma'am. A low, rumbling, bassly, surprising, calm, and friendly. I'm listening, sir. Apologies for the sudden intrusion. Edward, you can just call me Eddie. We're chasing down a certain pest. You haven't seen a vampire around here by chance, have you? You know, a young, bit scruffy, wearing a leather jacket? You see, here's the story. One of our packs recently took out a vampire sire and his offspring a few hours ago. It was a tough battle. We suffered losses. We tried to track them. We found one of them. Well, more like a pile of ash where he once lay. It seems one bloodsucker off the other when he was weakened. Their family values are quite lacking. It seems patricide has occurred. David did not tell me anything about that. Probably that's why he had all those questions about vampirism. He was trying to get advice as to where to go next after killing his creator, but in a completely idiotic way. You see, ma'am, vampires are parasites on the body of our society. They drink blood like mosquitoes, but unlike mosquitoes, they kill their victims by draining them dry. They languish in boredom with their immortality and thus destroy human destinies and play with them, torment them, and derive a semi-balance of pleasure from their suffering. He is a very well-spoken werewolf. Can we date him instead? Can we date him instead? I'm not above. They are devoid of true feelings. I look at David, devoid of any feelings. He's shaking all over. I would be extremely grateful for any help. Yeah. Let's not give David away. He's too young. He's too young. The bastard threatened me 5 minutes ago, and now he's small and trembling and helpless. He's my bastard. I forced a smile and said I hadn't seen anything. A quiet, peaceful night. Eddie examines me closely. He's probably catching a faint scent of blood, but my calm demeanor pulls him off. Strange. Well, okay, if he shows up, just give a whistle. We won't be far away from here. Good night, ma'am. The werewolf goes off to his important wolf business. Yeah, I don't want to rat him out. He's just a young man. Yeah, he's just a cute little baby. Just when... So cute. David crawls out of his hiding spot. You could have turned me in. He stares into my eyes as if trying to peer into my soul and understand what it's made of. And that would have been the sensible decision. But I'm glad you're not one of those sensible ones. David says this with genuine relief in his voice. He's grateful to me. Excuse me. He's grateful to me and now doesn't quite know what to do with that gratitude. He clears his throat awkwardly. So, what was the answer to my question? What would you want to do if you were a vampire? His gaze reminds me of a lost fighting dog without a master. He's restless and can't find his place. What an advisor he picked. May the Lord help him. Yes, the first one! I'd take everything that life has to offer. Travel, entertainment, new experiences. The world is full of wonders when you're immortal. All doors are open to you. He chuckles. Oh, still waters run deep, and all that. Pity the road of adventure has led you to a stinky gas station. Maybe you're right. The world isn't limited to this lousy town. He says this quietly, almost to himself, looking out to the window at the dark, empty highway. It's as if he just remembered there's something beyond his cage of alleyways and gangland showdowns. Here, for future adventures. Dave is about to turn and leave when he suddenly stops. He pulls a crumpled piece of paper from his pocket, scribbles a number on it, and leaves it on the table next to my hand. But just as I reach for it, his hand covers mine, pressing it to the table. His skin feels cold, rough from barely visible scars and blistered. This grave-like chill sharply contrasts with the warmth of my own hand. I feel a slight tingling like static electricity. Call me if you need a ride from work. I've got a couple ideas of what we could do before dawn. Oh! Ooh, I'll wear you out, young man. Oh, God. See you. I love this game. David says goodbye and leaves. The gas station stinks of absolute I don't know what I expected. The gas station sinks into absolute silence. Well, that was quite an interesting encounter. I could have really turned him in, but I didn't want to. Hang the drawing on the wall! For someone so obsessed with ass-related threats, surprisingly, his hands are quite skilled. Now I have a date invitation from someone who wanted me to make his dinner half an hour ago. I survived another visitor. It seems I'm starting to get used to this job. Wiping off the sticky residue, hoping that it was just spilled soda from the counter, I suddenly hear the crunch of gravel outside. Oops. Oh no. Not my kryptonite. Oh boy. Oh. Tiefling. 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 Oh. It's one after the other for you, huh? I don't know. That first guy is really doing it for me. I don't know. It might be the clown thing. I think it's the hat. This is definitely not another vampire. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to... Excuse me. Hello? The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but the way his tail twitches betrays his nervous tension. Hi. He clears his throat. Hello, babe. My name is Victor. Aren't your parents pirates by any chance? No. An outstanding free, Outstanding amount of content for a free / pay what you want apparently demo, by the way. Oh, here you go. Demon Lord? Exactly. You get the... We get each other. We get it. You get it. Are your parents farmers, by any chance? I took his awkward attempt of flirting and made my own. Now I'm the captain of the ship, since I'm the true descendant of pirates. Victor nervously taps his hoof on the floor. No? Well, then where did they get such a sweet peach? His face instantly lights up, so much so that his ears are even smoking, it seems. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. This is my type. I'm in danger. No, this one's actually my type. Oh no. I'm in danger. I like them useless and blushy. I think you're both in danger. Fictionally, by the way. Miss, I actually wanted to give you a compliment. I mean, to flirt. Victor makes vague gestures with his hands, as if trying to describe a complex mechanism that just exploded. It was supposed to go completely different. You were supposed to blush and giggle, and you broke it all. He believes that this was supposed to work on real life.